Okay, good people, this is Victor Moser coming to you again from my website, landcost.com. It's my Out in Black podcast 16. Let's get started. Now, today is the periodical I'm writing it on, the Woman is Life. Statement of fact. Having limited understanding is saying to yourself as a man that I am not told everything. My helpmeet was not formed in front of me. That tells me a lot right there. It tells me that God in his infinite wisdom knew that I, a man, was not worthy enough to share his divine purpose for the woman. So in my stupidity, I sought to downgrade the woman in authority. Need I say more? Just look at the history of this world that man has written. It is always slanted to a robust portrayal of the man ruling in strength and certainty, and the woman as a subservient figure gazing upon him as a loving mother. This is the history that has distorted the role that the woman had as a birthright to from the moment of her creation. As God said, it is the woman that makes the man complete and God's creation stable. Pause for effect. Okay. In other words, without the woman, there is no life. Man, without the woman, there is no progress. A man that does not know this is a blot to himself. I will give you the ancient meaning of blot. You do not stop it, so stop. You do not know it, so stop. A blot in the getting is an unacknowledged necessity that is ignored in the midst of one seeking vanity or glory not due unto him. It is behaving in a manner unsuitable to the natural order divinely laid forth by a benevolent creator. A false sense of something being possible by one person alone, excuse me, in defiance of righteous mandate. Woman, it is not time to close the distance and occupy the same space at the same moment with the exact same authority. For it was ever written, there is no life without the woman. Issue 8. More woman praise means more progress. Podcast Out in Black, number 16. Needless to say this, but I will say it anyway. Anybody looking honestly at the 2024 United States presidential election knows that Vice President Kamala Harris put on a flawless performance. Nor did some of her advocates make mistakes less than perfect? Sure. If I was her campaign manager, I would tell everybody, if you make a mistake, say it. I would implore everyone before we start that if you are inexperienced in your oratory career, it is okay to pause a moment and slow down your speech. Sometimes we all can get carried away wanting to please. I did the same thing when I was younger. Excuse me. I didn't have someone advising me either that I needed to slow down my voice. I needed to slow my voice down to allow my brain to align my thoughts and words. Refrain from anger when you're insulted also. The brain cascades off track easily when you react emotionally. Also, it is okay when someone doesn't get the point the first time. Just paraphrase with more brevity and be concise. The women in the Democratic Party are ascending the top of leadership as it should be. The more leaders that are given opportunity, the better. Women can fend for themselves. It's in my writings on my website. As a matter of fact, I suggest many of you, my loyal users that signed up, please go back and reread my posts. Also, go to my YouTube channel, Out in Black, and subscribe, please. I promise you that I will strive to entertain and improve my delivery technique to make it more enjoyable. I don't care if Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett or Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez make speaking errors. I can tell what's in their heart. They aren't there to make fools of themselves or a mockery of the process. Democrats should always be building up talent, and by that I mean this. Make Democrats learn the ropes quicker. Have the newly elected ones start studying how to assume a chairmanship. Have Democrats reach out to all people, and this is key. Reach out to the districts that mirror their districts in their states. So district is the Democratic district, and the district next to it, the Republican, reach out to everybody. Remember, it was a woman that answered God truthfully in the Garden of Eden. A woman don't need to figure out her role. She already knows that she is endowed with the same authority as a man. Don't continue to hype America created for you all women. Keep ascending to your station. That praise you seek, it is within you. I don't understand for the life of me why women and men empty out all their God-given strengths and then replace them with knockoffs of little quality and value. Excuse me. What do I mean by empty out their strengths, you say? It's like this. When a person is born, they age around capable or incapable parents and people. Those human beings can either allow them to develop their own talents and abilities, or they can suggest to them what talents they possess. Mind you, most parents don't know what their children can do because they never take the time to discern their abilities. Discern means to watch, talk to them, receive feedback, and provide a knowledge base of what has already been done in the world. In education, I mean. My sisters were always taught to prepare or learn to be a housewife. Okay, but what about developing that brain of theirs? Anyway, just think of it like buying a box of colors and throwing them all into the trash because you're about to assign the colors your children need to focus their learning. What if your child or children want to use a different color that's not in the box you just emptied out? How would they know what colors were in there if you don't let them explore their own options and then create another color if they want? I'll read that again. How would they know what colors were in there if you don't let them explore their options and then create another color if they want? So basically, metaphorically, life is like a box. I mean, you won't know what's in the box until you open the box up. And then if you try and empty out the box before someone else can see what's in the box, you're not helping them, you're harming them. And besides, I mean, if they have their own strong will, which many human beings do, regardless of what the parents think or not, they're going to discover for themselves anyway what was in the box. They're going to go to the store and see if there's a box similar to the box that you came home with. Praising women that have shown they got the skill that something is a good thing. Women, children shouldn't be emptied out and told the best version of themselves when they achieve adulthood would be as a mother and a housewife. Some black folks sense, if I may. My daughters are business-minded and mothers. I never told any of them that all they could ever achieve was motherhood. I didn't tolerate my parents trying to pigeonhole me. Definitely wasn't going to let my brain be influenced into thinking I need to be something I would never achieve. Praise women. They earned it. I didn't allow somebody else to tell me who I was or what I could be or the things that I could accomplish. And mind you, it didn't stop when I became an adult and left home, went to the Army, and from there, the rest is history, built my life. When I went back to college and got my bachelor's degree, I had professors tell me I couldn't do much with my bachelor's in philosophy. I can't change the world with that. I know you're looking at me like, I know you didn't believe it, you're saying to yourself, and you would be correct. I just looked at them sarcastically, with a tinge or however I did it that day, and I didn't respond. I said, okay. I mean, you can think whatever you want to believe, but I'm not going to empty out what I know what's inside of me, what I can achieve, and replace it with what you just told me I cannot achieve. That's what people have allowed to happen to them. And then once they realize that you've been trying to live an opinion of somebody else, that's why you have mental conflicts all the time with yourself. You're not understanding that a lot of these folks do not have your good intentions at heart. They don't want what's best for you. Only you can know that. You're the expert of your life. As I praise women, I praise men, I praise the transgender, gay, lesbian, whatever designation somebody wish to be addressed by, that is how I address them. That is how I treat them. That is how I acknowledge them. Their own designation is their right. They wish to be designated with transgender or gender fluid, that is their right. Women, transgender, gay, lesbian, men, whatever. If they wish to be addressed by their very own designation, that is their right. Praise women, praise everybody. Don't try and pigeonhole people because you have been taught a certain way. Somebody emptied you out and put in you your beliefs. I would rather have my own beliefs than have the beliefs that somebody poured into me after they shook out my own independent positions or my own independent opinions. You're not going to turn me upside down, shake me. I shake all what makes Victor Victor, and then replace what's in me with something that you wish for me to be. Don't let yourself be emptied out by everybody else that do not have good intentions in their heart for you because they don't know you. They want you to think like them. Now, don't get me wrong. If someone is coming to me and discussing me with something I already believe, that's different. But if somebody coming to you trying to tell you and make you do something, you have a choice to either accept it or reject it. Don't let somebody come up to you and say you're going to believe what I tell you to believe and you're going to act the way I want you to act because I'm the majority race or I have all the power. You're going to teach what I tell you to teach. I'm going to empty out everything about what you're talking about. I'm going to turn out your university, turn out all your professors. I'm going to replace them with Bubba Scott or their uncle ain't got the second grade education, but he got tobacco stained juice all running down his mouth, and that's who I'm going to get to teach your class on aerophysics, aerodynamics, or bioengineering. I'm going to get this guy that don't know 2 + 2 is 4. And I'm going to put this guy in here that he know 2 + 2 is 5, and he going to teach you calculus. Thank you. Again, it's Victor Moses. My podcast is Down in Black. Please hit that subscribe button. Thank you.